Lesson 6. Connection. In this lesson, we will learn about connection. Let's first look at its definition. Connection means taking your shapes that have cuts and using moves to link them, like holding hands. The goal of connection is to strengthen your shape's thickness, avoiding being cut and forced into bad fights. Techniques for connection usually include solid connection, tiger's mouth, and knight's move. Now that we've covered the definition and the techniques, I want to explain the difference between connection and linking up. Let's first set up a shape like this on the board. Here is the cutting point we learned in the last lesson. It is also a cut in the strict sense. We also learned another shape. So this position is a cut in a broader sense. Or we can say this is a straight line cut, while this one is a diagonal cut. These are all things we learned in the last lesson. In this lesson, we are talking about connection. Literally, it is quite similar to linking up. However, if we make a further distinction, connection usually refers to this strict type of cut, while linking up refers to the broader type of cut, or rather, connection deals with, while linking up deals with straight line cuts. Alright, now that we know this difference, this lesson will focus entirely on this strict type of cut. All the connection methods we discuss will be about fixing this specific cut. Okay, let's first learn solid connection. The position to connect is right on the cut. We call this move on the cutting point a solid connection. Black connecting here links the three stones hand in hand, which is the safest way to connect. This solid connection shape has only one spot, right on the cut. Its advantage is being thick, but its disadvantage is low efficiency. Next, let's learn the tiger's mouth connection. Earlier, when discussing solid connection, we mentioned its spot. It has only one spot, but a tiger's mouth has two spots. One is right over here, and the other is here. For this tiger's mouth move, we learned about it in previous lessons. We know stones in a tiger's mouth can be captured right away. If white plays here, black captures it at once. Therefore, the tiger's mouth achieves the goal of fixing the cut by creating this specific shape, because the opponent cannot play inside it. So, the tiger's mouth is also a very simple and direct way to connect your stones, or a way to fix a cut, compared to a solid connection. Since the tiger's mouth has two spots, its focus, or rather the focus of its value, will be slightly different. We just need to know this for now. If black plays here, this head is hard and this one is soft. If white turns here, black can generally only make a solid extension. If black plays here, this head is hard and this one is soft. White can hang here, and black generally has to extend. This part of the content is quite advanced, so you don't need to dive too deep. We just need to understand that different spots will result in different values for the move. As for which tiger's mouth position is better for connecting, it depends entirely on the board situation. Compared to connecting, it is also a simple connection method, or a way to fix a cut. Generally, the efficiency of a tiger's mouth is slightly higher than a solid connection. Finally, let's look at the knight's move. Black can play here, or play right over here. If white cuts now, black has a ladder technique to use. This is also quite advanced. We will learn about ladders in future lessons. So we just need to know that a knight's move can also serve the purpose of fixing a cut or making a connection. The knight's move shape is relatively thinner. Tiger's mouth and the solid connection have similar thickness. The knight's move is a bit thinner, but its efficiency is higher. As for why it is higher or lower, I'll explain it in future lessons. Now let's look at these methods and when we should use each of them. First, in certain situations, for example, if white has a stone right here, black can only connect. If this white stone is not there, normally the tiger's mouth and solid connection have the same efficiency for fixing cuts. But there are differences in specific cases. I can briefly explain it to you. For example, with a shape like this, if black uses a tiger's mouth to fix the cut, white hangs in the corner. Black loses corner points because of the soft head. If black plays the tiger's mouth here, the corner is hard, but the outside is soft. White can turn here in sente, strengthening the outside. So, no matter where black plays, the tiger's mouth, white gains. Solid connection is best here, as both sides become hard heads. This concept is also quite difficult, as it involves the concept of value. I set up this shape just to show you how to fix a cut properly. Whether to use a solid connection or a tiger's mouth depends on the situation. As for how to judge this value, we will leave it for later lessons. Finally, let me explain a commonly used way to fix cuts. For example, when this shape appears on the board, please note, black currently has two cutting points here. So how should black fix the cuts? Or how should black connect? If black connects on top, white can cut at the bottom. This is a capturing technique called second line cutting Atari. We will learn this later, but black's two stones are captured. If black connects at this position, white will cut it off. And black cannot Atari here, or else white will capture them. So, after being cut by white here, black will be in a lot of trouble. At this time, please note, we have a great double tiger's mouth. When black plays it here, one stone fixes two cutting points. So when two cuts appear at once, you should see if a double tiger's mouth can fix them. That is all for the content of this lesson.